welcome all for this sesh on HighSt420 Lounge, where you find your inner Zen. And Fecal Farm's theme is Gimme, gimme, gimme that soul-touching green so I can deal with my past. Welcome to HighSt420 Lounge, Sesh 8. And this is hot off the press. Let's take a look. A March 2026 study from Toronto, likely affiliated with the University of Toronto /IDAPT Driver Lab, found that frequent users of smoked cannabis showed no significant driving impairment 12 to 15 hours after their last use. Finally, in Canada, a study having some basis for not being impaired forever if you're a cannabis user. Let's continue. The methodology: 65 frequent smoked cannabis users drove a simulator the morning after smoking the night before, compared to a control group of non-cannabis users. Driving performance: while participants who smoked had slightly lower driving control, standard deviation, or lateral position compared to controls, the difference was small and not statistically significant after adjusting for multiple comparisons. Excellent. Not being judgmental. That's what that sounded like. Of course, THC levels. Neither blood nor oral fluid THC concentrations correlated with driving performance 12 to 15 hours after use. Good thing to know. Subjective experience. While they performed well, those who smoked the night before reported higher subjective levels of intoxication and a greater willingness to drive the next morning. Okay, I guess they know themselves. After they have their rest, they're good to go. Limitations. The study focused on frequent users. The researchers noted that large-scale studies are needed to determine if less frequent users are impaired the morning after, or if these findings extend to other methods of consumption, example, edibles. That's a tough one, but as you'll see here, edibles versus smoking. A separate study from the same area, CAA, South Central Ontario, found that while smoked cannabis effects may subside, edibles cause significant impairment, with 1/3 of participants crashing a simulator 90 minutes to 2.5 hours after consumption. Awesome, isn't it? They also tested the difference between edibles and smoking so that people understand the difference. There's a big difference. Let's continue. Recommendations. While this specific study found no significant impairment 12 hours after smoking, Canadian guidelines generally recommend waiting at least 6 hours after inhaling cannabis and longer for edibles. Well, if the study doesn't back it up, I agree with that logic, but it's to each his own. That's why you could have a varied amount from 6 to 12 hours. Everybody's individual. You have to learn for yourself. Take your time at it, and you find out when you're uncomfortable, you stop. That's it. You know, you limit yourself. Or just always take the heavy stuff for sleep. Then you're safe. Anyways, I'm happy that finally there's a Canadian study that's like 2026. How are you going to ask for better than that? Anyways, keep growing and being one with your medicine, because as you know, especially as time goes on, it's going to be more and more accepted, and we're going to be the ones better off for it. It's 420 at the lounge. Where you can medicate alongside fellow Canadians while discovering your inner peace. And always think about how when you're in your Zen, you have a lot more of your courage and also of your inner intelligence, which is very good. Now, we're going to say goodbye for this session from the HighSt420 Lounge, hosted by the Canadian Cannabis Consumption Crew online, C4. We'll see you on the next one. Be